to be discovered.
You know what? If Mirko comes to that strong left leg,
Mirko Cro Cop's leg kick is considered one of the strongest in sports history and amounts to almost 6,000 pounds of force. Just imagine what happens to the opponent's brain when this Croatian leg strikes his head. During his fighting career, Mirko inflicted a lot of pain on his opponents, and many of them were brutally knocked out. But there are some who suffered more than most. In today's video, we will recall 5 fights when Mirko's merciless head kicks reached their target. These fights are arranged according to what we believe represent some of the most severe head kicks in his career. And for this, we view Mirko's fight against Ron Waterman, nicknamed H2O. Ron is a fighter who has made his way from being an art teacher and a wrestling trainer at school to a JSF fighter. At the time of this fight, he was on a series of 10 victories and only 1 defeat. At the start of the fight, Ron manages to transfer Mirko to the canvas and takes the guard. But Mirko presses his opponent and does not allow him to inflict any damage.
But Waterman is very strong. He's got an open guard. Kick him away. Kick him away, boy.
When Mirko got to his feet, he forcefully engaged Waterman, who had initially thrown the same high kick, which we see in this video. And then Mirko continued to finish off his enemy, and the referee quickly stopped the fight. Let's thank Ron for warming us up to the impressive power of Mirko's kicks. And with that, let's now watch our top 5 head kicks from Mirko Cro Cop. Let's begin with the Inoki Bombaye tournament in 2014. Mirko, now 40 years old, was in a revenge match and his first title of his defense against the Olympic judo champion Satoshi Ishii, who lost to the Croatian in his last fight, but now received an immediate rematch. What's more, these fighters had a history, as the Japanese fighter had once trained in Mirko's team, so the fighters were well acquainted with one another. Mirko was capable of finishing the fight in the first round, but his head kick missed, who lost to the Croatian in his last fight, but now received an immediate rematch. What's more, these fighters had a history, as the Japanese fighter had once trained in Mirko's team, so the fight... At the beginning of the second round, Mirko tries to throw single blows, but then Ishii shortens the distance and again transfers Mirko to the ground. Mirko responds with an exact uppercut, then an exact head kick, dazing his opponent, after which finishing the fight was just a formality. The result of the fight is a knockout from the Croatian in the second round. In the 4th place, we have a fight between Mirko and Alexander Emelianenko. Mirko's powerful knockouts have destroyed everyone in his path, and he demanded a fight with the champion, Fedor Emelianenko. Instead of the last emperor, Mirko gets a fight with his inexperienced younger brother, Alexander, like a character from a Jean-Claude Van Damme movie. Alexander himself said in an interview many years later that he went into this fight knowing he was not ready for Mirko and realized that he would most likely be struck in the head and be knocked out.
The weight difference. They did ask Mirko Cro Cop if he wanted to allow the 4-point attack on the ground, and of course he acquiesced, and we are underway.
Try to lock him up in the corner. Mirko coming there. Whoa.
Emelianenko. Nice knee by Cro Cop, and Emelianenko. Showing no fear whatsoever. There's a tie clinch of his own. He attempts to...
Alexander did show himself well in this fight, but up till now, he had never been on the receiving end of a powerful kick to the head. It was just a crazy knockout from the Croatian, only 2 minutes into the fight.
Mirko Cro Cop defeats Emelianenko with his patented high left kick.
My God, I heard people saying in the hotel
Mirko Cro Cop versus Alberto Rodriguez, better known as Dos Caras Jr. The fight took place on October 5, 2003, and at the time Mirko had not yet been defeated. The Mexican pro wrestler decided to enter his name in the history of boxing, heralded as one who would defeat the Croatian. Dos Caras fluttered like a butterfly and even tried to throw some single blows, but Mirko was waiting for the right moment to stop this inadequate superhero. At the 46th second of the first round, Mirko's leg strikes the head of the Mexican fighter, after which he falls to the canvas and the fight is over. In this fight, there were no surprises. Cro Cop won a landslide victory. In the second place, we have Mirko's fight against and our top pick for the most severe head kick goes to the fight between two notorious knockout kickboxers, Mirko Cro Cop and the legend of the 90s and winner of 9 openweight MMA tournaments, Igor Vovchanchin. Mirko at the time was not yet defeated, and before this fight had removed Heath Herring from his path. As for Igor, in his career, defeats began to occur more often, and the last 2 fights in the Pride, he lost to both Heath and Rampage, with a track record of 51 wins and 7 losses. Both fighters started cautiously, with Mirko eventually throwing the first head kick, which misses Igor's head, followed by a head kick from Vovchanchin, which reaches the target, but Mirko is unfazed. Then, there was a killer headshot from Cro Cop, which knocked Igor out and was recognized as the best knockout in 2003 in the Pride FC.
Right there in time before that extra punch came in. He's hurt right there. There's another left that connects, and that kick, that is absolutely devastating.
After this match, Mirko challenged Fedor Emelianenko, who watched all of this in the front row.
Next fight will be title fight against the champion, Emelianenko Fedor. Thank you.
Whoa, he's calling Emelianenko Fedor out.
Calling him out.
Here we see Emelianenko.
Fedor saying no.
That's all for today. If you like this video, please press the like button and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any new videos. See you next time.